the world is literally experiencing the greatest deliverance in all of human history. But it's an indescribable battle. It's an indescribable battle. And I notice that there is an army, a vast and very powerful army on social media, on X, everywhere, that has a strategic mission to blackmail you, to destroy you, to discourage you, to take away your power, to push you down, to attack and discredit Trump by all means possible, to make sure that there is no hope, no life, no vision, no joy, no victory with the patriots, with the freedom people, with the truth warriors. They want to destroy you with negativity, darkness, discouragement. You know, it is a relentless assault that you see every second of every minute of every hour of every day. It's unbelievable. It never stops. First, I thought that, well, most people are just dumb, are just negative. You know, they can't see beyond their nose. That's a Dutch expression. I don't know if it makes sense in English. But they don't look beyond their nose. Okay, that's a Dutch expression. You get the point. They're blind. They can only see negativity, darkness, you know, and they will constantly push that and promote that and feed you with that. But it destroys you. Because you lose sight of what's really going on in the world. You lose sight of the deliverance, of the great awakening, of the fact that evil is being exposed, corruption is being exposed, the powers of darkness are being taken down as we speak worldwide. And where are all those so-called truth channels that highlight this, that push the truth about what's happening in the world, deliverance, freedom, healing? My goodness. But all I see on social media is whining and complaining and accusing and gossiping and slandering and rah, 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 and this and that. It's like a bunch of sick toddlers. But there's also a whole bunch of highly trained psychological warfare specialists who do this very strategically to disempower the truth movement, to tear down the strength of those who are fighting for a better world. They give you the impression that you're lost, there's no hope, everything's dark, Trump is Satan himself, you know, he's the biggest traitor of them all. You know, like this whole thing about Palantir and the database of all Americans, I'm like, what the freaking bullshit is that? Don't you know that all your data is harvested non-stop? This is nothing new. Why are people überhaupt freaking out about something? You might just as well cry out because, oh, there is the internet. The internet exists. Oh my God. Yeah, the internet has been around for decades and it's been used to liberate humanity. It's being used to expose the wicked. It's strategically deployed to destroy the strongholds of darkness worldwide. So I'm not freaking out about Palantir and their nonsense. I mean, the NSA knows everything about everyone already for decades. Duh. There is this, how can I say that? This strategy to use anything that Trump does to attack him and to attack you and to discourage you. Please don't fall for it. Stop being so gullible. Look at the bigger picture. Trump is dismantling the deep state in the entire freaking world. He's exposing them for everyone to see. There is something happening in our world that is so unbelievably powerful. The World Health Organization is at the end of their game. I mean, thanks to Trump, there are 11 countries who did not sign the pandemic treaty, so the World Health Organization can go back to hell. They will not achieve their agenda for world domination. If they release a second pandemic, it'll fall dead on the ground because Trump has slit their throat. They can no longer pull it off. And there's so much more happening. The mainstream news media has been exposed for everyone. The people are the media now. The corruption of the governments worldwide is now a commonly established truth amongst billions of people. The world is waking up. Countless people are turning back to the Creator, to the source of life. They are turning away from evil. There is an awakening happening worldwide that this world has never seen before since its inception. There's so much reason to be extremely excited. If you want to hear more good news, then follow me here on X. But please don't fall for the bullshit. Be strong. See the bigger picture. Understand that what's happening in the world is phenomenal. And it's a battle. There's warfare. There are attacks on all sides. But it doesn't mean that evil is winning. It's the final spasms of a dying serpent. Again, follow me here if you want to hear more.
Hey guys, it's B-Rob, and y'all know what time it is. It's the Food for Thought Faith Cast, and that was a word from my boy on X. I told y'all I was going to do another clip, and there it was. And we got a lot of craziness going on, but I want you to calm down. Everything's going to be all right. You and your families are safe because we've known about this for some time. So how do you deploy the military on American soul? Well, you let a cabal coup infiltrate American soul, and they have been doing this for decades. I mean, basically, LA is not the LA that you think. The governor, the mayor, they're all owned by the Mexican cartel, the drug cartel. And they're ran by the satanic cabal. And that's it in a nutshell, guys. And if you choose not to believe me, I understand, but I want you to pray about that because I am doing exactly what God or the Holy Spirit tells me to do. So, guys, there's a lot of things going on. I just want to tell you, I mean, seriously, it's where am I at? Looking at my post. Yada, 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 yada. You need to follow me on okay, let's see where we are. Here we go. Okay. This was in October 31st, 2017. Q told us, why is Antifa allowed to operate? What happens if Soros-funded operations got violent and engage in domestic terrorism? What happens if mayors, police, comms, commissioners, chiefs do not enforce the law? What authority does POTUS have specifically over the Marines? Why is that important? We told you military was the only way. So you've got the parade for Donald J. Trump, the military parade which is not a parade, guys. It's not a parade because, and I'll just show you here. Joe M. posted, and we know posted, which was formerly Serial Brain, which was one of the first anons that I've ever come in contact with on the internet. And he has been quite on the target for a long time. But Joe M was actually the one who created the Q videos, the plan to save the world. And if you have not seen those or heard those, I will play one for you, but I'm not going to do it right now. And we know, tweets out, tanks rolling into Washington, D.C. for Trump's military parade not next Saturday. Joe M retweeted him and said, hint, not for a parade. Well, guess what, guys? We've got a lot of things going on, and we've got a lot of Craigslist things looking for high dollar hitman and the toughest badasses in the city. And these are going on in a lot of cities. And then we have, check this out. Go to nokings.org, NOKINGS.org, and just look what has been planned against patriots, and this is all paid and bought. I mean, this is the deep state. This is their last dish. Like, this is checkmate. They showed their cards. So whoever's funding this is about to go down. And I'm just telling you that because how do you get to introduce the military on American soil? Create a coup and invade it for 4 years with your own cartel. So, we about to see what's going on. But like I said, God has our back. We're going to be shaken, but God is going to win this battle. And that is exactly what is going to happen. So I want you to hear this video, and I'm going to leave you with this, and God bless you, guys. Let me say this one last thing real quick. God is so good. God is so good. God has blessed you to be alive at this time, to see this, to witness this, to be a light in the darkness, because we are talking about dark to light. This is amazing. This is something so special. Guys, listen to this, and please tell your families, and don't get all worried, because fear is of the devil, pride is of the devil, and God is going to take care of us. So don't worry. But do not be participating in these protests. I warn you. God bless you. I love you. And I'll see you on the next podcast.
This might be one of the most important videos I've ever made. This map right here, this is a map on nokings.org. Nokings.org. If you go there, you will see this along with everything else they have planned and orchestrated to start chaos and riots with protest on the 14th of this month, which is the parade, which is Donald Trump's birthday. Hold on. They go on and tell you why they're doing this, why it's important to do this, because Donald Trump is using taxpayer dollars to celebrate the military with a parade on his birthday party. The irony of that. What about the taxpaying dollars to, never mind. They'll explain everything on why they have to start these groups and these little cells everywhere to have massive protest, and it's absolutely horrific when you read it. Hold on. And then the days leading up to the 14th, they have calls, Zoom calls, nationwide calls. This one here is today, disappeared in America, mass call. Everyone has to get on. We got to spread this out. We got to spread this out and get this out to everybody. The cities they're everywhere that they're going to be doing this in. And if you think what's happening right now in California is bad, no wonder Trump is bringing in 7,000 troops, the Marines, the SEALs, and the Arsenal. Holy cow. How long have they had this planned? NoKings.org. Share with your friends. Get the word out. Love y'all. You're going to see here when it comes to the writ of habeas corpus that there are certain things that have to happen, and you have to have exposure to prove there's a rebellion or an invasion. Keywords are so important. When you're listening to Trump and the administration in their press conferences, and when they speak, you got to listen to these key words: invasion, rebellion, and we have to see it. We have to understand it, and then he can take down the writ of habeas corpus. But on a bigger note, for those of you that have been awake and have been on this roller coaster for 8 years, and you've been on the Q board and you've studied and you know about the posts that are literally happening right now and coming to fruition when it comes to the National Guard and the Marines on U.S. soil, the SEALs, active duty members, this is it. I'm not saying it's going to happen right now, tomorrow, but we're going into a new week, and it's going to be a boom week. And I'm going to tell you all right now, I'm speaking to all the patriots and the nons. This is when people are going to need you. This is when things are going to look scary. I'm saying this as well because, remember, we were told about 12 cities that could be key cities where we have maybe cells or organized crime, just like what you're witnessing right now, paid off protesters, could be activated. And I just want everyone to know that based off of the Q board and this administration and this military operation, this will be clean and swift. Everything's under full control. The military has already been out. The National Guard, the military, they've been out. They've been in full beautiful camouflage disguise, and you don't even know it. Again, this goes back a long time, but right now, speaking of right now, if in your gut you have a feeling that this parade thing is not a parade of celebration, it might be, but it's bigger than that, I'm with you. I think if you were to, how do you keep the public civil while also bringing in 7,000 troops, all the machinery, all the tanks, all the whatever else they're bringing to show how badass our military is? How do you keep the public civil without questioning bringing the U.S. military on the U.S. soil to control an invasion or a rebellion from illegal criminal syndicate cartel members that were let in the last 4 years? You know, they say FAFO, right? Well, you know what? The last 4 years they FA'd. And now to all the illegal immigrants and everyone out there who's trying to prevent ICE from doing their job, and all these paid off, ignorant, childish protesters, now you get to find out what it's like to, I guess, get the FO moment, right? So now we get FO for you. And man, I would not want to mess with the Marines or the SEALs. Those guys, they go through a lot of stuff. They go through a lot of training. They go through a lot to protect this country from other countries, not just their own country, but they go through a lot to protect the homeland. And it's kind of like in football, you know, we go through 2 days in practice, and then we get that finally the first game where we get to hit someone else's helmet. Oh man, I would hate to be on the wrong side of justice right now against the Marines and the SEALs and the United States military. But my heart and my hat goes out to all you serving out there. May God bless you and your families, and may God bless the United States of America, and may God bless the world as we go through this great awakening. Where we go one, we go all. Let's go.
Acceptable. And you can see how quickly the Trump...
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, for real. Where we go one, we go all. God bless. And, guys, man. Whew, don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. We've known for a long time this was going to come. I've been posting about it for a long time. I love you guys. This is B-Rob, and this episode is sponsored by Storehouse Lincolnton, where we sell doors, floors, and so much more. Come get your deal from B-Rob. Phone number 706-981-9540, and you can call me as well. And don't forget to click the prayer link below. We would love to pray for you, and we would love for you to support the podcast. We love you guys. God bless you. Good night, and we will see you on the next podcast.
706-981-9540. Call 706-981-9540. 706-981-9540. Call 706-981-9540.
Come on down to the storehouse. We got all the doors for your house. Maybe even all the floors for your house. We got a lot of things. You looking for cabinetry or composite decking, or maybe even metal roofing. We got you covered. We got you covered at the storehouse. Storehouse in Lincolnton at the storehouse. Yeah. Got you covered.